He was one of the best high school pitchers of all time in 1948. There was one high school game he was pitching where 9 Major League scouts showed up to see what they had there. He pitched a no-hitter and struck out 17 batters in that show in front of the Major League scouts. He signed with the Boston Braves. Johnny Antonelli will be pitching today against the 1954 Cleveland Indians and Bob Lemon. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. Here's the starting lineups for today's game. First for the 1954 New York Giants: Alvin Dark, Don Mueller, Willie Mays, Dusty Rhodes, Hank Thompson, and Whitey Lockman, Joe Garagiola, Davey Williams, and Johnny Antonelli on the mound. He's a grade 18 pitchers with the X strikeout modifier. For the Cleveland Indians, the current Kings of the Hill: Al Smith, Bobby Avila, Flip Rosen, Larry Doby, Vic Wertz, and Dave Filey. George Strickland, Jim Hegan, and 7-time 20-game winner Bob Lemon, grade 15 with a Y strikeout modifier. All right, I've been rolling 6 pairs of dice for each half inning and reading them in a color order: red, white, and blue, purple, yellow, and green. Alvin Dark steps into the box against Bob Lemon, and Alvin Dark hits a comebacker back to the pitcher Lemon. He is out 1-3 for the first out of the game. Here's Don Mueller, had a great year in 1954, 342 batting average. His role is a 6-3, and that is skied towards center field. Larry Doby is under it and makes the catch. 2 outs. And now the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays, who also hit the 340s. In fact, the Giants had 3 of those guys. Mueller 342, Mays 345, and Rhodes 341. All right, Mays' roll is a 5-1. And Willie Mays lifts a fly ball to center fielder. Larry Doby takes care of that. 3 up and 3 down for the Giants. We go to the bottom of the first. 0-0 with the Indians coming to bat. Johnny Antonelli is a lefty from Rochester, New York. He's pitching to Al Smith, Bobby Avila, and Al Rosen. In the fourth to Smith is a base on balls. Smith takes first. Watched a tribute game by slower board gamer, and he was playing a basic stratomatic tribute game to Roger Craig. And I kind of like the way he was keeping score. I think I'll use some of his methods here, where I'll write a W and then the baseline, and that way I can fill in the diamond when run score. Bobby Avila comes to bat. He rolls a 6-4, and that is going to be a base on balls as well. Rough start finding the strike zone for Johnny Antonelli. Here's Al Rosen, who gets to come to the bat with 2 free passes on base. His roll is a 2-4, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 out. Larry Doby, 32 home runs in 1954. Doby rolls a 6-4, and that's going to be a base on balls. Johnny Antonelli is surrounded by enemy base runners. Vic Wertz comes to bat, 15 homers, 257 batting average. Vic Wertz rolls a 3-4. The infield's playing back. 3-4 is going to be a fly ball to center field. Larry Doby's a very good defender out there. We're going to need another dice roll to check out the depth of the fly ball. We roll a 5, and that's going to be 38. Willie Mays has a 37 arm, so we'll subtract that from the depth. That leaves 1 plus the speed of the base runner on third base. Smith is a 15, so that's 16. Smith's chance to score is 11 through 34. Not very good. He's going to hold at third. That brings up Dave Filey. His roll is a 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll. Now we need More dice rolls. 6-6 rolls a drive. It could be a grand slam for Dave Filey. Dave Filey touches them all and puts the Indians ahead 4-0. It brings up the 7th hitter in the inning, George Strickland. He rolls a 3-3 roll. That's an 8. And that's a fly out the center field, ending the inning. But on just one hit, the grand slam by Dave Filey, the Indians take a 4-0 lead. All right, Bob Lemon leads off, will complete his warm-up tosses, and he's pitching to the leadoff hitter, Dusty Rhodes. 15 home runs and 164 at-bats in 1954. Dusty rolls a 5-5 roll, and he starts the Giants off with a leadoff single. Slow runner first base. I'll play it safe with my slow runners unless I say otherwise. Hank Thompson rolls a 6-5. That's a foul out behind home plate. Jim Hegan with the catch. 1 down. First baseman Whitey Lockman. Lockman rolls a 5-5. High pop-up on the infield. Third baseman Al Rosen calls for it and makes the catch. 2 gone with a runner at first. Here's Joe Garaggioli, 280 hitter in 1954. His roll is a 1-2, and that's going to be a ground out to second base. No runs on him, 1 hit. Bottom of the second inning, it's the Indians 4 and the Giants nothing. All right, let's see if Johnny Antonelli can recover from that horrendous first inning, giving up a grand slam. Jim Hegan is the first hitter for the Giants, or Indians. 21 is a fly ball to left field. Dusty Rhodes is under it and makes the catch. 1 down, that brings up the pitcher, Bob Lemon, pretty good hitting pitcher. 2-3 is a 33. That's a pop-up on the infield and taken by the second baseman, Davey Williams. 2 gone. Top of the order for Cleveland, and Al Smith, who rolls a 5-1. Smith rolls a hard ground ball to the hole, taken by Dark to throw to first, and Smith is just clipped at first base. 3 up and 3 down for the Indians. Top of the third, 4-0 Cleveland. All right, Bob Lemon first came to the major leagues as an outfielder, then he was converted to a pitcher. He's facing Davey Williams, Antonelli, and then the top of the order, Al Dark, in the top of the third inning. 5-5 roll for Davey Williams is an 8 against a 17. That's going to be a fly out to left field. 1 gone. Here's the pitcher, Johnny Antonelli. He rolls a 6-1, and that's a 12. Ground ball to the first baseman, fielded by Vic Wirtz, takes to the bag himself, unassisted. Al Dark. Al Dark hits a high pop-up on the infield, or it's kind of Y, excuse me, and Lemon has that Y strikeout modifier, so it's Bob Lemon's first strikeout. 3 up and 3 down for New York in the third. We go to the bottom of the third. Indians are up by 4. Our American League batting champion, Bobby Avila, will lead off the bottom of the third inning for the Cleveland Indians. 4-2 is a 9. Ground ball to the shortstop, Alvin Dark. He catches it and throws to first. Avila's retired, 1 down. Al Rosen. 21 is a fly ball to Dusty Rhodes in left field. 2 outs. And center fielder Larry Doby rolls a 4-3. And that's going to be a comebacker back to Antonelli, who has settled down since the first inning. 3 outs in the third, and Antonelli has retired 6 Indians in a row. Top of the fourth inning. All right, Don Mueller hit over 300 for the first time in his career in 1953. And in 54, he did again with a 342 batting average. Here's a pitch to Don Mandrake Muller. 5-6 roll is a 34. And that's got a Y strikeout modifier, so Muller is retired. That's the second strikeout for Bob Lemon. Here's Willie Mays. Willie rolls a 6-1, and that's a ground ball to third base, taken by Al Rosen to throw to first. Just clips the speedy Mays, who loses his hat as he's running to first base. 2 gone. And here is Dusty Rhodes. Rhodes rolls a 4-2. And Dusty strokes a single. He is 2 for 2. Still runner at first. I think I'll not play it safe in case Thompson hits an extra base hit. So I'm not going to play it safe here. Thompson rolls a 1-3, which is a base on balls. So Hank Thompson takes first. Dusty Rhodes goes to second. Hank Thompson's a former Kansas City Monarch. 2 outs, 2 on to Whitey Lockman. Lockman's roll is a yellow dice. It's a 4-4. Lockman pops it up in the shallow left field. Giving chase is the shortstop, George Strickland, and he runs it down for the catch. That ends the top of the 4th for the Giants. No runs on a hit and 2 left. Go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Cleveland leads 4-0. All right, for the last of the 4th, Vic Wertz is the scheduled hitter for the Indians. He was the star of the game yesterday when the Indians defeated the Yankees 2-1. It was Wertz's 2-run home run in the 9th inning that did it. He was 2 for 4 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Well, he said that Vic Wertz looks like Wally Cleaver on Leave It to Beaver. Wertz rolls a 4-2. And I'm going to re-roll this yellow dice that fell out of the stadium. All right, 4-2 roll for Vic Wertz. That's a 41. Ground ball to the Indian shortstop, and he fumbles it. That's going to be a ground ball to the Giants shortstop, who fumbles it. Al Dark commits an error. E6. Indians have their first batter on. That's Vic Wertz. Dave Filey is the hitter. Filey rolls a 5-4. That's a fly ball to right field. Let's check the depth of that fly ball. That's medium depth, 49. Wertz is only rated 5 speed, but he can try to advance to second base after the arm and speed modifications. 1 through 52, he'll be safe. Rolls 1-1, he's going to be safe. They'll bring up George Strickland, who rolls a 4-4. That's an 8. Ground ball to third base. Wertz will have to hold as third baseman Hank Thompson throws out Strickland. 2 outs. Now the catcher, Jim Hegan, his roll is a 1-3. That's going to be a base on balls. Indians have first and second. Antonelli checks the runners. Here's the pitch to Hegan. Hit on the ground to the shortstop, fielded by Dark. The throw to first. Oh, Hegan was walked. Let's check out Bob Lemon, pretty good hitter. His 6-1 is going to be a comebacker back to the mound, Antonelli. So the throw to first. That's a third out. We go to the top of the 5th. Scores 4-0 Cleveland. All right, Garagiola will lead off for the Giants in the top of the 5th inning. And Bob Lemon returns to the mound. Here's the pitch to Garagiola. 1-4 is going to be a fly ball hit to left field. Coming on is Dave Filey, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Davey Williams, the second baseman. He gets a 3-3 roll. 7 on and 17 is going to be a single for Williams. Average speed at first. Pitcher Johnny Antonelli, who has pitched well since the first inning, grand slam. He's going to swing away. His roll is a 1-5. Johnny Antonelli laces a base hit. First and second, Giants. Top of the order, and Al Dark. Clutch performer for the New York Giants. He hit .293 in 1954 with some power at 20 home runs. Ground ball to third baseman Al Rosen. Throw in the dirt at first. Mishandled for an error on Al Rosen. Everybody advances 2 bases. Giants are on the board. It's 4-1 Cleveland. Second and third for Don Muller. Indians infield is going to be playing back, hoping to defend against a big inning. Muller rolls a 32, which is a 26. And that's a ground out to second base, and everybody moves forward by 1. So Muller gets an RBI as Antonelli scores. Dark goes to third. 2 outs, and now it's 4-2 Cleveland for Willie Mays, followed by Dusty Rhodes on deck. Willie Mays rolls a 4-4 roll. That's a hit column roll for Willie, and then we need another dice roll. On the second column of Mays' card, 45 is a double for Willie Mays. That scores Alvin Dark. And the Giants have fought their way back into this game. It's 4-3. Dusty Rhodes is the batter. 6-1 roll is a 12. Swing by Rhodes and miss for strike 3. Third strikeout for Bob Lemon. But the Giants score 3 times in the top of the 5th inning on 3 hits. And actually none of those runs were earned. All 3 were unearned. Top of the 6th, Indians 4 and the Giants 3. Did I say top of the 6th? It's the bottom of the 6th inning. All right, Antonelli has been tough since that grand slam in the first inning. He'll be facing the top of the Indian order, Al Smith, Bobby Avila, and Al Rosen. 3-4 roll for Al Smith as they fly out to the center fielder, Willie Mays. That brings up Bobby Avila. Avila rolls a 2-6, and that's a ground out to third baseman Al Rosen. Or no, third baseman Hank Thompson. Two up and 2 down. Flip Rosen comes to bat, and he rolls a 6-3. Another fly out to center. So 3 up and 3 down for the Indians in the bottom of the 5th inning. They still lead by 1. It's 4-3 as we go to the 6th. All right, Hank Thompson out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, leads off for the Giants. He rolls a 5-1. And Thompson starts the Giants off with a leadoff single. That's a 6 hit off Bob Lemon. Whitey Lockman, first baseman, rolls a 6-3. That's a fly out to center fielder Larry Doby. Here's Joe Garagiola, the catcher, who is 0-2. He rolls a 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll, and 6-5 is a 6 in the second column. And that's going to be a double for Garagiola. Thompson could score if he's fast, but he is not. Second and third Giants with 1 down. Indians are going to move their infield tight. They're going to play in if they pitch to Williams. Not going to pitch to Williams. Intentional walk, and they're going to play the infield back for a double play. And pitch to Johnny Antonelli. Okay, and the pitcher Johnny Antonelli put a quarter in the merry-go-round. He rolls a 4-6, which is 29, in the infield playing back. And that 29 has a Y strikeout modifier. It's going to be a strikeout for Bob Lemon, his fourth. 2 gone, and the top of the order, Al Dark rolls a 5-2. And that's a ground out to third base. So the Giants threaten majorly, but don't score. They get no runs on 2 hits. They leave the bases loaded. Bottom of the 6th inning, Cleveland 4 and the Giants 3. All right, Larry Doby will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Indians. He had a banner year in 1954. Led the AL in home runs with 32 and RBIs with, I think he had 126 RBIs. Antonelli returns to the mound. He gets a sign, and here's the pitch to Larry Doby. Doby rolls a 5-4, and it's going to be a fly out to right fielder Don Muller, 1 out. That brings up Vic Wertz. Wertz is 0 for 2. He did reach on an error by shortstop. 6-3 roll is a fly out to right fielder Don Muller. Again, rinse and repeat, 2 outs. Here's Dave Filey. 5-2 roll, that's ground out to third. Since the first inning, other than the error by shortstop, Johnny Antonelli has retired everyone he's faced. We go to the top of the 7th. 4-3 Cleveland. All right, this is a fatigue point inning for Bob Lemon. If 3 bad things happen to him, his grade 15 in the arena boards will be reduced to grade 10. All right, 4-6 roll for Don Mueller. That's a comebacker back to Lemon. Throws the first, 1 gone. Willie Mays rolls a 5-2. That's a ground ball to third baseman Al Rosen to throw across the diamond. 2 ground outs and 2 outs for the Giants in the top of the 7th. Here's Dusty Rhodes, who rolls a 4-3, and that's a comebacker back to Lemon, who completes the play. We go to the last of the 7th innings. 7th inning stretch time, Indians 4, Giants 3. This is also the fatigue inning for Johnny Antonelli, and if he has 3 bad things happen, hits, runs, errors, walks, or run scored, his grade will reduce from 18 to 13. Right now, he's still on 18. He's pitching to light-hitting George Strickland, bottom of the 7th inning. 6-5 is a pop-up to the catcher, caught by Garagiola, 1 out. Here's the Indian catcher, Jim Hegan. He rolls a 3-3 roll. That's a hit column roll. 1-3 is going to be a double for Jim Hegan. Slovar at second. We'll play it safe. Pitcher Bob Lemon rolls a 5-6. Lemon pops it up on the infield and is called for by shortstop Davey Williams, who makes the catch. 2 outs. And Al Smith. Smith rolls a 6-3, and that's a fly out to center field, retiring the Indians in the bottom of the 7th inning. No runs on a hit, 1 left. Go to the top of the 8th, Cleveland 4 and New York 3. All right, Cleveland scored all their runs on a grand slam in the first inning, the grand slam by Dave Filey. And the Giants scored all their runs in the 5th inning. Hank Thompson leads off for the Giants, top of the 8th inning. He'll be followed by Whitey Lockman and Joe Garagiola. Pitch from Bob Lemon to Thompson's a 6-5, and that's going to be a pop-up behind home plate, caught by the catcher, Jim Hegan. Whitey Lockman gets a 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll, and 4-2 is a drive by Lockman. It might be, it could be, it is out of here, a solo home run for Whitey Lockman. Makes it Giants 4 and the Indians 4, and that's 2 marks against Lemon's fatigue. Here comes Joe Garagiola. Garagiola rolls a 5-6. That's a base on balls. Timeout. That'll do it for Bob Lemon. Cleveland goes to the bullpen. They're going to bring in Art Hauptman. He's a grade 12 pitcher with a Z modifier. All right, Hauptman's pitch to Davey Williams is a 5-3, which is 19. Hot shot to Rosen at third, fielded by Rosen to throw to first. Davey Williams is retired. Guardiola goes to second. Okay, the Giants are going to pinch hit for Johnny Antonelli. They're going to send up Apba St. Clair. Switch hitter, hits 262. St. Clair draws a walk. St. Clair at first. Guardiola at second. We're not playing it safe with the slow Guardiola or the slow. We'll play it safe with St. Clair, though. Top of the order, and Alvin Dark. New dice roll. Here's the pitch to Dark. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll for Alvin Dark. 1-4 is a bases clearing double. Not bases clearing because we're playing it safe with the runner at first. But the runner at second will score, and the Giants take a 5-4 lead. Dark's at second, and St. Clair is at third. 2 runs home in the inning. Giants take the lead. There's 2 outs. Don Muller's the batter. He rolls a 2-4, and that's a fly out the center field that ends the inning. 2 runs on 2 hits. Bottom of the 8th, Giants 5 and the Indians 4. All right, the Giants are going to trot out a new pitcher, and that's going to be knuckleballer Hoyt Wilhelm. He's a grade 19 right-handed knuckleball pitcher from Huntersville, North Carolina. He has 2, 3, and 4 of the Indians lineup, Avila, Rosen, and Dobie. Giants have a 1-run lead. All right, the roll to Larry Dobie is a 3-5. Avila hits a ground ball to third base. Al Rosen makes the play. Not Rosen. Hank Thompson makes the play. I do that all the time. Get up a player off the bench to make a defensive play. All right, Al Rosen rolls a 2-3, and that's a fly out to left field. 2 gone. Larry Dobie rolls a 4-1, and that's a ground out to second base. So an easy inning for Hoyt Wilhelm and the Giants. Indians have had only 1 hit since the first inning and 2 hits in the game. We go to the top of the 9th, 5-4 Giants. 1954, manager Al Lopez developed quite the 1-2 punch in their bullpen with Don Massey and Ray Narleski. We saw Massey in yesterday's game. He was the winning pitcher, giving 2 clean innings of relief for the Indians. And now we're going to see Ray Narleski. He is a grade 19 relief rating, and we'll use his relief rating, X strikeout modifier, and W control modifier. He'll be pitching to Willie Mays, Dusty Rhodes, and Hank Thompson, and try to hold the deficit to just 1 run for the Indians. Willie Mays steps into the box, batting left-handed against the right-handed Ray Narleski. Mays rolls a 1-1 roll, and that's a drive. It is out of here, a solo home run for Willie Mays. Willie is 2 for 5 in the game with a homer double and 2 RBIs. Dusty Rhodes rolls a 4-5. That's a base on balls. Giants will play it safe with Rhodes at first. On the base pass, Hank Thompson comes up. He rolls a 1-3. And that's also a walk. So Narleski struggling in this relief outing. Here is Whitey Lockman. Lockman hits a grounder to the shortstop Strickland, who goes to Avila. The relay throw to first is not in time. It's a fielder's choice. Score at 6-4. Thompson's out at second. Rhodes goes to third, and Lockman is on at first. Cleveland will play their infield in. Here's a pitch to Garagiola. Outside for ball 4, Garagiola draws a walk, and that's going to load the bases. Garagiola's at first. Lockman goes to second. Rhodes is at third. And the batter is Davy Williams. Davy Williams rolls a 4-5, and that's a walk with an RBI attached.
7-4.
Garagiola goes to second. Lockman goes to third, and Rhodes scores. Actually, the score should be 7-4. The Giants scored 3 in the 5th, 2 in the 8th, and now 2 in the 9th. Wilhelm will bat. He is a very poor hitter, but he actually hit a home run in his first at bat in the major leagues. We'll need a new dice roll for Hoyt Wilhelm. He rolls a 6-1. That's a 12. Infield has moved back to playing double play depth, and that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Giants score 2 runs on 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. New York 7 and Cleveland 4. It'll be up to Wirtz, Filey, and Strickland for the Indians in the 9th. They're facing Hoyt Wilhelm. He's using his relief rating, so this is his point of fatigue inning. First pitch from Wilhelm is a 2-3 roll to Vic Wirtz, 33. Popped up on the infield. Second baseman Davy Williams is calling for it and makes the catch. Here's Dave Filey. His roll is a 5-1. That's going to be a base on balls. Strickland rolls a 4-1, and that's a ground ball to shortstop. Dark throws to Williams, over to Lockman in time for a 6-4-3 game-ending double play. Final score, the 1954 New York Giants 7 and the 54 Cleveland Indians 4. All right, here's the stats on today's game. Game number 59 of the King of the Hill tournament. The Giants had 7 runs on 10 hits, no errors. The Indians had 4 runs on 2 hits, and they committed 1 costly error. It gave up 3 runs. The winning pitcher is Hoyt Wilhelm, and the loser is Art Houtman. Tony Antonelli started the game, pitched well, gave up a grand slam in the first inning. That was the only hit off Antonelli. Pitched 6 more innings, and then gave way to Hoyt Wilhelm, who had 2 clean innings other than a walk, which was wiped out by a double play. So the MVP of the game is Willie Mays. He goes 2-for-5 with a double, homer, and 2 RBIs. Hope you enjoyed this game. Our next game tomorrow will pit the 1956 New York Yankees at the new Kings of the Hill, the 1954 New York Giants, Mickey Mantle against Willie Mays. Both New York center fielders enjoying probably what was their best seasons in 1956 and 1954. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.